Okay, so here we go. We're going to start the session off really exciting. Everyone roll initiative. Okay, Lemon, you're first. Okay, nice. Hal, what do you got for me? Okay, all right. What about you guys at the end? Okay, great. So, Lemon Grab, you're up first. Hi everyone, welcome to Threshold. We're going to be playing a little bit of D&D 5th edition for you this week. My name is Steven, I'm the Dungeon Master. Let's go around the table. We'll go this way, and just everyone introduce yourselves and your character.
Alright, my name is Kevin. I'll be playing Vel, the Elf Wizard, who has recently become a 4th level Elf Wizard, which is very exciting. He's sort of a... he was a shadow, his master died, it was sort of like an apprentice type situation. We'll get more into that as we get further into elven culture. And yeah, he's been trying to decipher his master's journal, which is in a code. He's slowly getting that, and he's trying to help out his friends whenever he can too.
My name is Brian. I play Jamie, who is a half-elf warlock, level 4 as well. Super excited.
Level 4, everybody leveled up.
And we don't know much about Jamie, except he deals a lot with illusion, and he has frost and cold-based powers from an undiscernible source at this point. It's pretty obvious for those who have been watching it, but it hasn't been like outright explained where it comes from. Kind of.
My name is Josh. I'm playing Rasper Hawkborne, a human fighter who has a dark and mysterious criminal past.
Alright, I'm Casey. I'm playing Clarion Jones, and he has his fancy loot, and he's also got the app's not working, but he's got a minor case of lycanthropy.
Real minor.
Barely noticeable.
Barely noticeable lycanthropy.
My name is Pamela, and I am playing Christine Demarin, a human fighter, who recently got her titles back to her land, and also recently found out that she is betrothed to someone up north, the Nostromos, if I said that correctly.
Sue Nostromo, right?
No, that's the guy who Patrick Sunostromo is. So, quick recap last time. Pamela got her lands back. There was a mysterious figure named Sylvia who was in court that Vel and Jamie met and kind of want to investigate further.
Surprisingly bumpy.
Easter gave Christine her lands back. There was much rejoicing, but Patrick Sunostromo, a cousin of the Nostromo family to the north, dropped the bomb that Christine has been betrothed to the heir to Olengrad up north. So in a couple of days, you're supposed to meet him by the gate to give your answer of whether or not you want to travel north with him and go through with all that. Yeah, I think that actually takes us up to where we are now, the city of Easterton. Here is 10,014 after the fall. And I'll let you guys take it out. Are you guys in the castle? Are you back in your quarters? I think.
I think we're started back in our quarters.
Wait,
That makes sense.
Weren't we in the bar, or did we just zoom?
We did come back.
We did
We
come
came
back.
back from the bar.
We came back that night.
Great. So you're in your quarters.
Great.
I'll let you guys take it away.
I'm going to dive up. Jamie, what are you doing right now?
Well, Vel, I don't like that Sylvia character, so I think I'm going to try and find her and grill her, see what she's up to.
Why don't you like her?
Why don't I like her? Well, when she talked, she gave me like a weird, I got a weird feeling from her. I don't trust her. I don't think that her motives are genuine. Thusly, I'm going to go and try and see what she's all about.
Motives? All right. Well, I'm curious too, so I'll come with you. Should we Where is everybody right now?
You guys have arrived back in
Right.
the keep or the roost, up in your.
Oh, it works.
Oh, thank God.
You guys have returned to your quarters in the roost. You have the king's tower. The fireplace is going. It
is evening.
It's late at night.
So
you guys are all in your quarters again with the.
Rasper's bored. He's kind of rummaging through the shelf of books, picking up one book and kind of turning it to look at the pretty imagery of the illustrations.
Oh, sweetie. Oh, you poor darling.
Bless his heart.
Bless your heart.
Rasper's a simple man. He appreciates the simple things in life.
Well, if we have nothing more to discuss tonight, I'm gonna turn in. So.
Okay. Great. Should we wait till morning?
I don't know. I feel like whatever underhanded events that are going to happen under the veil of night. What do you want to do?
I want to wait till morning.
Okay.
Nice long rest.
Yeah.
I mean. Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn in for the night.
Great. Everyone else?
We sleep.
The night passes uneventfully.
Oh my gosh.
What eventful!
Early in the morning.
In the morning.
Early in the morning. Jamie, you're going to be in your bed.
Okay.
And you're going to hear Vel's voice whisper to you in your ear. Hey, Jamie, can you hear me?
I'm stirring. I'm not having a good sleep.
Jamie,
What are you
wake
dreaming
up.
about?
Can you hear me?
It's kind of hard. All I see is it's a never-ending train of like tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like you keep running. You see like a light like coming out of the side one. So you go and you see, okay, this is gonna be the end of the tunnel. And you turn and there's just more runs of tunnels. So it's just a never-ending like trial of tunnels.
Okay.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's
You
never
hear
ending.
echoing from the tunnels. You hear your name being called. What sounds like first a soft, sweet, motherly voice, Jamie, but it's Val.
Jamie. Jamie.
Jamie. I shake out of bed and I go, like my hands like kind of frost over as I like prepare for like whatever, and I notice that it's Val. I let out
I'm not in your room, actually. You just heard my voice.
Well, I realize that I'm just in my room, and I just hear his voice, and I kind of brush off the frost, and I go, "Where the hell? Like, where in the sherry?"
I heard you that time. It's working.
Val, where are you?
I'm in my room.
How is this happening?
I learned a new... I'm trying out a new spell. It seems like I can talk to you guys from a distance now.
Oh, really? Because I was trying, like, this is my one place I didn't have to listen to you. Alright, well, I'm going to make it easier, and I'll come to your room. I get up, and I put on my whatever, robe or whatever. And I get on, I go in his room, I knock on his door. I'm, like, agitated. What do you want?
It took you a while to get here.
I was distressed. What is it you want that you had to bother me while I was sleeping?
It's like 4:30 in the morning. I thought we were going to go investigate the Sylvia.
We were. That's a very good point. I've gotten my requisite 2.5 hours of sleep. Let's go. Let's go do it. Let me grab my things. Go back to my room and suit up.
Great.
All right. Clarion. Clarion, wake up. All right, the spell's still working. Hey, Clarion.
There's a spell. You casting spells on us now, Val?
Just talking to you remotely. It's fun, huh?
It's, fun's the word. Fun.
Hey, so
What's up?
Jamie and I are curious about that Sylvia lady. There was some kind of weird magic floating around her yesterday. Want to come?
Sure.
All right. Rasper.
I audibly yell with my voice. I go, just go to his door!
Why?
Because I don't know.
Anyway, cut to everyone is awake and assembled in the main living room, in the main common room.
And it is. What time is it?
It is
still?
5.
It's now 5.
It took Rasper an exceedingly long time to be woken up.
This better be good.
It might be. So Jamie and I had a little bit of the Master of History. Is that what she is? Yeah, of the Easterton's Master of History, Sylvia.
Yeah, so
We had a bit of a run-in with her at the ceremony yesterday, and I don't think she's what she seems to be. We touched her, and did she seem bumpy to you?
really bumpy.
Like abnormally bumpy.
Was she old?
No.
She looked really smooth, actually, but she was bumpy when we touched her. It was
Yeah,
really hands.
tell her about didn't you sense something about her, right?
Oh, right, yeah. Also, besides being bumpy, there was a bunch of weird magic floating around where she had been standing.
Yeah.
Illusory.
I mean, the weird thing about her,
Illusory magic.
I mean, the weird thing about her being bumpy is she looked smooth. Her hands looked smooth, but then you touched it and they were bumpy, which is indicative of illusionary magic. Illusionary? Illusive?
Illusory.
Illusory magic. So, we don't like that.
I kind of like
I
it.
thought
Well-
you like illusory magic.
I like to use it, but I don't like it when someone tries to use it on me.
Sorry, I missed like the last 5 minutes. What's going on?
Let's see.
It's
They,
5 in the morning.
They don't
It's
trust.
early.
Jamie wants to make friends with Sylvia, so we're going to go talk to her. Who wants to come?
Vel, you realize that humans need sleep, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's in the third book,
Third book.
like your third notebook that you wrote. You wrote that note. I saw you write it.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
And with us being this tired, we would be in no condition to fight.
So you want to go back to sleep.
Yes. Yes, I would.
All right, come get me when you need me.
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're
I already pulled out my loot.
I'm already up. I'm killing something or eating breakfast.
We can do both at once.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Right.
Rasper goes out and just kills a pig and just starts eating it.
Rasper reaches around in his barely awakened state and is already taking swigs of sherry wine. just
Full blown alcohol.
it's the best way to starve off the hangover from
hair of the bullywog.
You're the fully
All right, let's do this.
So
Right.
So is Christine going back to bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
is Pamela going back to bed?
No, I don't know.
Is Christine going back to bed?
No.
Okay.
Just pissed off.
Would Rasper know anything about Sylvia or have heard anything, or was she around?
She was not around.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she's new, so you don't know much except for what you've seen of her.
Okay.
All right. Well, since you two are leading this investigation, where do you think we should start?
We're gonna start with. I think we should ask where the Master of History's quarters are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Who are you asking?
I pull out. Oh. Bullywog! Bullywog!
Oh.
Yes.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
We wish to talk with Sylvia, the Master of History.
Yes.
Is she in right now?
In. She attends court when it is held. However, currently court isn't scheduled for the foreseeable future.
Oh, where are her quarters? We wish to talk with her.
She keeps a residence off site, I believe. So very sorry, but I don't know that information.
She have an office within the castle of any sort?
She usually just comes to court when she is needed. We do keep a residence here for her if she requires it, but she typically does not stay there. The city is quite safe, I assure you. There would be no need to keep all of our officers inside the castle. Believe.
Okay, so do you know anyone who has like a master of records who would know that kind of?
That's the actually the job of the master of histories.
Oh, super. That's not helpful, Bullywog. Oh, you're doing a great job though. You're doing a great job as a Bullywog boy.
All right. Do you know where we could get the information so that we could find her? I say in Bullywog. Bully.
He replies to you in Bullywog. Bully. I'm really sorry. I wish I could help, but I'm just a Bullywog. I just bring you guys food and blankets.
I walk up to Vel and Jamie, and why is it you want to see this girl so badly again?
Jamie wants to see this girl really badly, and I think it would be interesting.
When she spoke at the court, I got a really unnerved feeling in my chest as I touched my raven pendant. I feel there's some underhanded things going on that would directly affect me. So I need to investigate what she is and who she's working for and what she's doing.
He sighs. So you're telling me this isn't a beautiful woman you're trying to chase? I wouldn't be wasting my time.
I reach into my pocket. I reach my hand in my pocket and I pull out a gold piece. And I go, I don't believe we'll be wasting your time.
He takes it. Motivation enough. All right. I think I know someone we can ask. She might know who this Sylvia character is.
Excellent.
Is this someone from your past?
You could say that. Follow me. We're going outside the castle.
All right.
I think we might want to remember, I don't know how stealthy we wish to be, but I remember the Master of Shadows said he would have his eyes on us. Do you think he has some relations, and how we would get around his watchful gaze?
That's right. Gray is...
Don't worry. This is nowhere we're going where strapping young men wouldn't go at 5 in the morning.
I hope they have good chicken wings.
You follow Rasper's directions down the elevators to a, and you can see it from a ways off. It's a fairly large building that has signs clearly in front of it that identify it as a brothel. It is a brothel called the Down Comforter, and their symbol is a dove. I came up with that just now.
That's actually a really great brothel name.
I was hoping that inspiration would strike, and it did. So it's a brothel called the Down Comforter. You can see that the place only has a few lamps lit on the inside. It looks like it's maybe kind of closed down, but it's also open. Let me rephrase the sentence so it makes sense. It looks like it has been brought down to minimal staff working the early morning shift.
Minimal staff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Staff.
So,
Staff.
Rasper, your contact is a whore.
There are more delicate ways of putting that.
She runs the establishment, and there's no one in this
she's a
city. There's no information in this city that doesn't travel through this brothel. Come. He
Remember, you're on business, Rasper.
He ignores it. Walks up to the door. Is it open? Is he?
Yep.
Okay. So he just walks on in, and finds the first.
Lady of the night.
Employee.
Escort.
There's a young woman who is kind of sultrily leaning against a welcoming counter. There's a logbook, and she has some small coins to make change. And she says, "Good morning. How can I help you?"
Rasper reaches out. I need a gold piece. Or a gold piece.
I just gave you a gold piece.
Another.
What?
Why?
I reach in my pocket and I flicking him a gold piece.
He takes it and sets it down on the counter. I'm looking for Katrina.
You want to see the madam? Who should I say is asking?
An old friend.
She gives you kind of a...
He pushes the coin forward.
Rasper, why don't you want her to know your name?
She takes it and she walks. She walks in the back, and a few moments pass, and then a woman comes out. She looks like she's been awakened, perhaps, or at least interrupted in her morning routine. She's an older woman, maybe late 40s. She has her graying hair done up kind of high, but she looks very respectable and a respectable, very sharp woman. And she looks at Rasper and she looks kind of surprised, and then she smiles. She says, "Rasper, darling, I did not think that I would see you again."
It's been a long time.
Well, what can I do for you? Is this business or pleasure?
Business this time.
Absolutely. Would you and your compatriots care to come into my office? I think it's perhaps not wise for you to be standing here in the middle of our entryway.
Yes, I agree. And he nods to the group to follow him.
She motions, and you go back a few rooms. You can see throughout the doors of they have like all manner of like nice rooms, nice sort of Victorian. It's a very nice establishment. She leads you guys into a back room where there's a nice office done up. It's more like a sitting room. There's like one of those long like therapist couch, like those long flat couches. There's one of those and like several comfortable chairs. She sits down, and there's too many comfortable chairs to choose from. They all look comfortable. And she sits down very ladylike, and she says, "Please have a seat."
Thank you.
I test like 2 or 3 of the chairs. And
it's so hard to choose. There's a red chair with big arms and a flowy back. There's a simple chair that is kind of more like almost like an egg shape, but very, very squishy. They all look comfortable.
I sit in the red one.
Great. You take a seat. She says, "So what is it that I can do for you, Rasper? How long has it been? 20 years or so?"
It's been some time. We're looking for information.
Well, you have come to the right place. I'm sorry, but I have to ask, is this for the syndicate or...
It's on the side.
On the side, I understand.
In fact, it'd be kind of you to not speak of this with anyone.
Absolutely. I understand what happened with you and why you have been absent from the city for so long with the new leadership at the syndicate. I can assure you that your secret's safe with me. Friendship, of course, I hold higher than business.
Why, thank you. So, information. He turns to Vel and Jamie and nods for them to speak.
Was it Katrina?
Yes, Katrina is my name. Yes.
Katrina, so nice to meet you. My name's Jamie.
Very nice to meet you, Jamie.
There's a little twinkle.
She stone faces to the twinkle.
Oh, man.
This is nothing new to her.
Damn it. Yesterday we were at the court, and we got an uneasy feeling about the Master of History, Sylvia.
Yes, Sylvia Silversheen. I am familiar with her.
We were wondering if you knew anything about her, specifically where she lived, where her quarters were.
Where she lives. Unfortunately, I don't have that information. If you need it and have a little bit of time, I could send one of my girls to hunt around for and see if I can't get this information. I do know that she often is seen leaving the castle, but where she goes, I don't know. She keeps a residence off-site. She appeared maybe 5 or 6 years ago. She showed up in the city and quickly rose to prominence in Damien's court. exactly why she was selected as such a young woman to be traditionally an older man's job. I'm not exactly sure, but her knowledge of history she seems to have a lot of almost first-hand account of a good amount of history. She is wise beyond her years.
Do we know what house she's from? Do we know where she comes from?
She claims Silver Sheen, but she's no Silver Sheen I've ever heard of.
Okay.
Is Silver Sheen a title?
No, it's I think it's a house name. She claims it as her last name, but it's no one that I particularly know.
Well, so if you could send out one of your agents to procure that information.
I have a couple of my girls see if they can't follow her around the city. You're welcome to lay low here or whatever you would like for the time being. But perhaps I'll have some information for you later this evening, provided that the gods are on our side.
We can hope that. Okay.
Is there any other information that I can offer you?
Anything else you know about her?
That's as much information as I personally know. She was not exactly on my radar, but I do think that she has some syndicate ties, so she's been an entity that I haven't had to worry about all that much.
That's very good.
Where have you been, Rasper?
Traveling, nowhere specific. Town to town. It's been difficult being away from the syndicate.
Making your way in the world just like we all are.
I suppose so.
How do you two know each other? Is it bit?
We grew up together here in the orphanage.
Here in the orphanage.
Yeah.
We're in an orphanage.
No, here in Easterton,
Oh.
in the orphanage here, and we moved up the ranks together in the Black Arrow syndicate before Rasper was unfortunately outed.
How are things in the syndicate?
They're fine. We've minimized our business with them because my business runs itself. I don't exactly need the support of the syndicate anymore, but things have certainly changed since Easter took over with Garay. They've been significantly more secretive.
And I've never heard word. Have any of them survived? Or did any of them survive?
No. Everyone that was there that night with you was perished, which is of course why the bounty for you is so high. I'm turning down several thousand gold pieces by having this conversation with you right now rather than turning you in.
Well, I'll have to make it back to you then.
Rasper, you and I are beyond anything that gold pieces could ever buy.
Still, it's nice to have a good friend in Easterton still.
Absolutely.
One last thing. Do you still have that item from long ago?
I was hoping you wouldn't ask me for that, Rasper. I have it, and I could give it to you if you want it.
Well, only if you're ready to give it to me.
Do you want to fill us in?
Yeah. There's a lot of blanks going on in this conversation.
Pretty sure Josh just threw
I'm
a
on board
curveball.
with blank.
Yeah.
Well, no worries. I'll swing back by later.
All right, I'll have it ready for you. I'm gonna have to retrieve it. I've kept it safe off site.
I appreciate it.
All right, so we'll be back later. Everyone, have you ever had soup out of a bowl made out of bread?
A bowl made out of bread, that's preposterous.
You're about to. Come on.
Val leads everyone back to the. My southern accents are getting all kinds of work today. Leads
It's like
back to
7 in the morning.
the Moraine bread bowl maker. He's just firing up his ovens for the day, and the bread is starting to rise. You can smell it before you even see the shop. Do you guys remember what the name of that place was? Did it have a name? Was it an
I don't
ambiguous
think we
name?
named it. I don't
Okay.
think we named it.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
The
Corkside.
Needatorium.
It'll come. Inspirational
We'll
strike.
work it out.
Oh, need.
The
I
need-
heard meat-atorium. I was like,
Needatorium.
what?
Yeah, the Needatorium. We go to the bread shop.
Yeah.
Brain breakery.
Sour shell clam. Anyway, he says, well, if it isn't that little elf who loved my soup so much, and the singer, welcome back.
Long days and pleasant nights, sir.
Indeed, long mornings and pleasant afternoons
Yes.
to you.
Well,
It's a little early. What are you guys doing here? Have you come for some sweet rolls?
I need to convince them that this bread bowl thing is like the new way.
You can't make a bowl that you can eat after you eat the contents out.
Ye have so little faith. Aloe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll get you 5 bread bowls coming right up.
All right, you guys are in for a treat.
He comes back and he gives you all a nice a nice bread bowl filled with clam
I have to kind of like hot potato.
clam chowder. Oh yeah, because it's
Oh,
already-
yeah.
Rasper doesn't understand. He bites the side of the bowl.
all the soup comes
It's
out.
actually it's really
Oh, it's hot!
the soup comes out,
But he just continues
but it's
eating.
delicious.
It's delicious. Right. He kind of ignores it. Just
Oh.
It's a little unorthodox, but okay.
I'm gonna put the bowl on the counter and just kind of wait for it to cool down.
It cools off after a minute. You can enjoy it. It's now lukewarm soup,
Yeah.
but it's still delicious. You're just freezing it into clumps.
just took something delicious and made it gross.
Right?
By the time that you guys have eaten, unless there's something else you guys want to say to him, it's maybe about afternoonish time. By the time you finish eating, get there, and get back, it would maybe be afternoon.
Sure.
Get back where
If you're gonna head back to the down comforter.
Down
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can just kind of meander around, shop, kill time.
Anything anyone needs to buy?
Nope. We're just waiting on all
Great.
our stuff.
So you guys head on back to the down comforter, and you go back inside. And this time, the girls there know to expect you, and they just lead you straight back into Sylvie's office. She's wearing a very long dress now with a corset, and her hair is done up a little bit more elaborately, which makes her both somehow look like older and more mature, but like better and younger at the same time. And she says, I have some good news. Let me, she says to one of the girls, Lacey, would you go and get me Jennifer, please? She says, right away, madam. And a girl comes back and she says, now this is Jennifer. Jennifer was able to follow Sylvia, saw on a corner and managed to follow her for a few blocks. Jennifer, tell them what you told me. She says, well, I watched her leave the castle and then head down the lifts to a little wine cellar by the falls. She went around the back and must have gone through some kind of a secret back door. It was a little shop. It had the Vineman name on it, but it's no branch of the Vineman vine that I've ever heard of. Anyway, there was a black arrow in the side of the door as well, so it marks it as, of course, a syndicate operation. Thank you, Jennifer. You can go back and attend to your other duties. Yes, thank you, madam. She leaves. She says, so, I can point out on a map, she showed me exactly where it is. I can point you to it, or I can give you simple directions. It's not far from here, but it's down at the base of the falls.
Just me, or is everything here a syndicate operation?
It sounds like it.
It sounds like they're running the entire city.
Yeah. Katrina, can you answer me a question real quick?
Yes, absolutely.
What is the prime objective of the Black Arrow Syndicate? Is it just a standard organized crime syndicate where it's like all about the money, or do they have another ulterior motive?
Under previous leadership, the Black Arrow Syndicate simply started as a group of a family, of people who a crime family essentially, and quickly grew into a larger syndicate that was able to operate many of the more illicit activities in the city and Arrow region at large, but maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago or so, there was a hostile takeover when Garay took power. And since that time, much of the syndicate has not only grown larger, but also more secretive. So many of us lower members, where before we would have at least some idea what was going on, there is something larger going on in the syndicate as a whole that, while many of us are unhappy with, we also know after all of the former leadership was executed, we know not to say anything. There are very few places that secrets can still be held in the city, and you happen to be sitting in one of them.
Ooh. And
Was it 10 years?
Maybe it's 10 years ago. I thought it was longer, but 10 years ago. 10 years ago. I have retconned 10 years, everything I have said previously. I gotta put those events on my timeline.
Right, 10 years, just like you said.
Yes.
I think we said 10 years before, but...
Yeah, 10 years.
All right.
10 years.
So, Rasper, where do you fit into all this? What were you doing on that hostile takeover?
Your
night?
boy Rasper was part of the old leadership, and there was a big meeting between a bunch of the different sides, and Rasper's the only one who got out.
And when the coin flipped, I was in a bad place.
He was on the wrong side.
The wrong side.
Sounds like a Bon Jovi song.
Vel starts flipping a coin to try and understand that metaphor. Which side's the wrong one?
Well, I guess we'll be going then.
Indeed. She gives you simple directions, pretty easy to follow. By the way, I have your item, if you would like.
Yes.
So, do you know what it is, or do you want me to tell you what it is?
I want you to tell me what it is, but I was thinking that Rasper left.
Great. Nope,
Yes, that name!
Here we go.
We had a 5-minute discourse about wanting it and getting it.
Rasper left in a hurry, and there was only one person he could
pulls
trust.
out it's a long item, it's wrapped, and she hands it to you.
Magic shovel. Magic shovel.
And you unwrap it, and it's actually it's a battle axe, but the head of it, the way that the head is shaped, it kind of reminds you of a shovel. So it's more like the shovel was a replacement for this. It's pretty ornately carved. It's a dark wood handle and a gilded axe head. And she unwraps it and she hands it back to you. She says, "There you go, Rasper.
Thank you."
I've kept it safe all these years."
He stashes it in his back. Are you thinking that it was maybe a gift that was given to him from the syndicate
I don't know.
at some point?
I'm just saying, it's totally up to you. I'm just setting it up.
Great. Great. All right, men.
Great.
We're off.
Great. We just killed the guy. All right. So you guys can. Are you gonna head straight to the?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why not?
Well, we should head to close to there, and then try and develop some sort of strategy. To be.
You develop it on the way.
We're gonna develop it, but then I don't think we can go just knock on the door. Jim.
Why can't we? I thought we just wanted to talk to her and see if she was suspicious.
Well, she went into a hidden doorway.
I don't follow.
Well, it being hidden implies that they don't want visitors. Thusly, if we go and knock on it, then that would be the opposite. They wouldn't want to talk to us.
All right.
We can go to the winery and knock on the door of the winery and see what.
Nah, no wine. I'm done with that.
So should we make up Rasper's face and
You can make up Rasper's face.
lead us in, since you still know the workings of the syndicate, at least a little bit. You could.
Yeah, do you know
lead
anything
us-
about this winery? Is this a post that you know about? No.
But it sounds like a front for. It
Well-
sounds like a front for whatever's going on in the back.
Yeah.
The whole town is a front for whatever's going on in the town.
Some people just don't know.
The whole town is like a set. It's just like fake, like
It's
it's
wood
like
scrap
all the doors.
posts.
Well, it's like that scene in Blazing Saddles where it's all this like fake people, and then it's gonna fall over at one point.
You said it's probably Bliss. Well, then we need to stop. We need
Yeah.
to shut it down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't know.
All right, I go like this, Frosty, Frosty, Frost, and I what?
Who do I look like?
What actor does he look like?
That's right.
Ray Liotta. The actor today is Ray Liotta.
Who is that?
Oh, that's
really
cool.
good.
He's a pretty niche, yeah. Like he's only been asked a couple things in his
Yeah,
name.
a couple things.
He's actually the more recent. There was a drinking commercial with him in it, actually, more recently.
Damn it, Jamie, and your obscure references.
Bruce Campbell.
There we go.
Who is Bruce Campbell?
We'll stick with the chin.
Oh,
We're gonna use his
out.
We're gonna use his chin to knock the door down.
Right, chin will open the door for us like a
His
crowbar.
chin is particularly cold because I use a lot of snow.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway,
All right.
so you've made up Brass's face to look like Bruce Campbell, and you head over to the wine place. You approach it, and as you see farther off, it looks like a pretty simple place. There's a pair of front doors. There's a bunch of windows in the front. It says Wineman Wine Cellars.
Does it look like they're open?
Yes.
Okay.
There, you can see very prominently that there is a black arrow, like almost like it's been shot into like the side of the door, marking it as a syndicate operation.
They're not very subtle, the syndicate.
They're
are they?
really not.
Well, they're nothing to be afraid of. They have the whole freaking city.
Yeah.
No one dare crosses them
I think it's more of a warning.
Except us.
except us.
Yeah.
Hey,
For us
we're
five.
just getting information.
Puts on sunglasses.
All right.
All right. We go into the wine cellar, or I go into the wine cellar. I don't know what you guys.
Great. You open the door. It's set up. There's a lots of small kegs that are arranged in a couple of 4 rows, and then also like bottles around the walls. But they don't look like wine bottles. They're like smaller bottles, and they are like smoked glass of different colors. You see that there's one guard kind of hanging out towards the back. There's a door in the back, and there are 2 shopkeepers who are there. They one of them has small round glasses and curly white hair, and the other one is more of a plump gentleman with a green shirt and a purple vest on. And the man with the white hair says, hello, come in. What are you looking for?
Hello. How are you today?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
My name is Thaddeus.
Thaddeus, nice, very nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name is Christophorus.
Christophers.
Yes.
It's so nice to meet you, Christophers. We're here today because my friend here has we have a wager together. He says that the wine shop across the city is better than the wine here.
Well,
Yes, that's a thing that I said
a
a few minutes ago, in fact.
I don't think that they could hold a candle to what we have here. Is there a particular vintage that you're looking for?
We usually go with the sherry wine that we.
Oh, Jamie, that's a bit of history there. The Winemans and the Sheratons actually don't tend to like each other. There was a whole war fought between over wine and.
He is right.
I told you there was a war between the sherries and the Vinemans.
I didn't care.
Well, if you'll come this way, if it is, we do have a few sherries here. He leads you over to a small part, and he picks up a small vial, and he says, "This is from an older sherry gentleman who was visiting in town. He didn't he lived a particularly luxurious life, so he was quite content. So I can assure you that it would be an excellent vintage."
Very good. I'll have a taste of that.
Ah, yes. He pulls a small eyedropper, and he says, "If you'll stick out your tongue," and he uncorks the bottle, and he pulls a clear liquid into the eyedropper,
Okay.
and he puts a couple drops on your tongue.
And what happens?
You instantly feel suddenly a warm, fuzzy feeling inside.
God damn it.
You feel really happy.
Ooh, that is great.
Yes. As you can see, it has a very luxurious feeling to it. And if you ask me, it has a hint of loss in there, but it's a pleasant loss, I think.
Yes, indeed. I agree. What is this stuff?
I mean, it's pretty obvious now that you've identified, now that you've touched it, that it's
laced.
It's the drug.
Yeah.
Bliss. Is it pure or is it just laced?
No, it's pure.
Oh.
You had to drug me?
It's not a full dose.
Okay. Well, ooh.
If we certainly have
Jamie?
way more Aaron blends here, if that's more to your taste. Sherries are very hard to get way up here, but we're certainly trying to find a much more reliable system.
I understand.
I'd like to consult with my colleague for a moment, please. Hey.
Are you guys like mulling, or are you here with me?
I'm watching Jamie's eyes go fucking.
Yeah, I think I'm overseeing this whole thing.
Yeah, when I was gonna say when Jamie's eyes like I recognize that it's Bliss, and I tap Rasper and like point outside. Can we do that now?
Oh, you guys want to have a side? Great. This sidebar first, and then that
Yeah.
sidebar. So it's the 3 of you and the 2 of you outside.
Great.
Are you okay?
That's not wine.
Yeah, judging by the length of your smile, I'd say you were dosed slightly.
It's great, but man, that's definitely not wine.
Hey, where's Rasper?
He's outside. He's out over. I don't know where he is.
The door just closes. Christine and Rasper are outside.
Okay. So while they're distracting them in the front, I think we should sneak around the back and try to find the entrance.
Quick question. What do you intend to do here? There are hundreds of these across the city. Stopping one will do nothing.
I'm not stopping one. I'm just trying to figure out information. If they can distract them long enough, we can get in the back. We can figure out what Silver Sheen is doing here and move on.
And just a point of reference, this does seem like a pretty large and elaborate operation.
Okay.
Most Blizzes just like, over the counter, but this has vintages and individuals that are tracked to
All right.
where it's coming
Seeing
from.
the door closed. In the middle of that conversation, you hear, Rasper, where'd you go?
Can you hear back? Is it two-way?
You get to respond a message back to me, and then, yeah.
He looks around. Val?
Where'd you go? I think this is a Bliss operation.
Oh, some elfin bullshit magic.
Maybe. What are you doing?
We're outside. Distract him long enough.
I was hoping you could come in here and punch these gentlemen for me.
He looks to Christine for a decision. Because wait,
She can't hear it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, for all I know
okay.
you're doing this.
Maybe
You're
his
having a
mouth is
conversation.
moving.
I'm doing
slightly.
it. Right. It's like a phone conversation.
Yeah.
My reception's breaking up. No.
I'm going through a tunnel.
All right.
Okay.
Belle's asking me to come in. Do you want to go around back? Or do you want me to do it my way?
Let's do it your way.
Alright, let's go. He walks on in, and he kind of meanders up to the guard.
The guard, as he meanders up, he kind of like straightens up from his position, just like he's curious why you're walking over to him.
Looks like your bootlace is untied there. You better take care of that.
Give me a bluff check.
What is bluff for?
It's deception.
Deception.
Oh,
Wow.
and I'm proficient.
It is proficient.
I really.
11.
11.
His face sours at you. He says, "I tied my boots extra special this morning.
Ah!
The bunny threw around the tree and everything."
The bunny threw around. Can you explain that one for me?
Absolutely.
As soon as he starts, Rasper sucker punches him in the face.
Great. Let's see it.
Oh God.
No.
I'm proficient. 6. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Do I add
8.
mine? 8. An 8.
An 8 is going to miss. So yeah, no, 8 misses.
So how about he goes to sucker punch and the guy just catches it?
Great. You punch him. The guy grabs it in his hand. He says, "Okay, buddy," and then he's gonna take a swing at you with his fist. 20. He deals you 1 damage with his fist.
Oh, sorry.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a long time.
Are we all in combat?
Yeah, everyone roll initiative. Great, I got him. I like that you have to roll initiative. I wonder what goes through your heads like when you roll initiative at the beginning. It's like, I wonder what is this gonna be?
A little bit.
Pretty much.
All right.
Turns out it's
Bar fight or wine fight.
Yep. Okay, doke. All right. So at the top is Clarion.
Well, looks like Rasper could use a little help. Punch him in the face, Rasper. Inspiration.
Do I have the highest?
No.
Okay,
So that was my turn.
Great,
Inspiring
Christine.
you.
Great.
Right.
I'm going to. Is there a lock on the front door and like an open close sign?
Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna lock the door, put the close sign up, and close curtains.
Great. You there's actually a bunch of windows. There's 4 windows on the front, and then 2 more windows on each of the sides.
Great. I'm gonna spend a turn, kind of making it look like they've closed for the day.
Great. Okay.
Nothing to see here.
Starts putting some drapes up. The thug that Rasper's currently fighting is going to pull out his. He has a mace, like a billy club essentially, and he's gonna like grab it from his side, and he's gonna say, "All right, this is your last chance," and he's gonna take a ready action to. He looks like he's getting ready to hit you in the head if you go to attack him. Boxcar Jamie.
Oh goodness. I'm not tripping balls, but I'm.
No, you just feel good.
I feel
You're
really
in a
good.
great mood.
I'm in a great mood. I don't know what to do. I there's a door in the back there. Behind,
Yes.
Is this guard in front of the door?
Yeah.
What's his? Okay.
He's guarding the back door.
Okay.
The two shopkeepers look like they're like ducking for cover. They look like they won't give you any trouble.
All right. I'm gonna hop the counter.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab the bottle that they gave me.
Okay. Great. That's your turn, Val.
All right. That was a pretty good hit on Rasper, but let's see how you do with this. I'm going to enlarge Rasper. Wait, how tall are the ceilings?
I'm going to say you've already cast a spell.
All right. I didn't think this through. Okay.
Rasper grows big. It's big enough so that you just have to hunch over
Yeah, so
a little
I
bit.
throw a pinch of powdered iron at Rasper, and he grows so that he is now a large-sized creature. He has advantage on strength checks, and he adds a d4 to his attack damage.
So, giant Rasper is now in the middle of this winery. As you grow to large sizes, your body like presses up against a couple of shelves, and several vials explode as Bliss starts to slip down and mingle on the floor. And you hear the shopkeeper say, "Oh, that was a beautiful vintage." And Rasper, it's your turn. The guy who you're currently engaged with is like looking at you. Oh no!
like, that mace looks a little tiny, little man. Last chance for what? He's asking.
Oh, make it intimidate.
All right. 14 plus 18.
It looks like he might drop it for a second, but then you can see his resolve kind of
Take over.
yeah. His resolve returns.
Ah, brave then. I'll show you what brave men get. He reaches over his ridiculously large reach and picks up a table.
Okay.
Which he swings at the man. One-handed. And because Rasper now has his new Tavern Brawler trait, he is proficient with tables.
What have I done?
I love it. Let's see it.
Feel inspired.
Ooh, 6 plus 4. Oh no, you're adding
That's
Does
shit.
melee attack count as a
12
strength
plus.
check?
Yes.
So you would
So
get advantage
14.
on
So
this.
you get
I
a
believe
chance
so.
to roll
You
another
do-
d20.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, let's see.
I'll take the higher.
Oh,
the
God.
When you roll a
I'm
1.
rolling. Roll.
Perfect.
I'll put this away.
So I think there's
Strength
12 plus
saves.
what for
Yeah.
you?
I'm adding 2 more to it.
2 more? Oh, so 14?
Yep, that's a hit.
Okay. So I swing with the table, and it just kind of smacks him across to the side of the wall.
Great. Give me a D8, I think.
And a D4 because of largeness.
Oh,
Yes, you get an extra D4 from being
right.
big.
Bigger.
7 plus 8, 9.
Plus
Plus your strength.
Oh, plus my strength.
11.
Well, yeah. Well, no, 9.
15.
Yeah.
13.
13.
13.
Great. So he is going. Yeah, he's gonna go down. Tell me what it looks like.
It's non-lethal. The table kind of just crushes him against the wall, and he's out cold.
The splinters explode. The table cracks in half as the guy hits the wall, knocks over a couple more bottles. These ones just clunk against the ground and start rolling. You see one of the shopkeepers kind of take that opportunity to vault past you and go through into the back room as you hear the sounds of the door locking behind him. We are up at the top with Clarion.
Delay. I'm observing. So one of the keepers is Oh, is there any way we can follow that man?
Yeah, I got it. One second.
Are we going to delay down to Val?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great, Val.
All right, I'm going to walk up to the door shortly after I hear the latch go, and I'm going to pull out what looks to be like a weird antique door knocker. I'm going to put it on the door and go, clunk.
The lock just kind of busts out of the door, almost like it was disassembled, and its pieces one of those blow-apart schematics, for a second, and everything falls to the floor. The door opens, and you see a room which looks to be a combination of Cooper and Scribe, maybe at a winery to label their bottles, but this one, of course, is labeling Bliss. You see you see 3, the shopkeeper plus a Cooper and a Scribe. Cooper is a barrel maker.
Yes.
And they all look petrified as they are running out the next door and down some stairs as it also closes behind them. But this one does not lock.
What does the room look like?
It's a simple room, maybe about half the size of the room that you just came in before. There are some barrels that look like they need to be labeled, and there's 2 workstations, one for barrel making and the other for intricately inscribing the beautiful labels that are on all of the Bliss bottles.
Nothing as far as any useful information.
No. Maybe what vintages they're currently bottling.
Could tell
Great.
us how long they've been doing this.
We're at Rasper. Actually, everyone before, so Jamie, Christine, Clarion, you guys can all take your delayed action.
Do we want to start with me or one of you guys?
Yeah, I was gonna wait till Rasper goes.
Okay, great. Let's do Rasper first then.
All right. Rasper pushes through the door, squeezes through.
Great.
And
the door kind of breaks a little bit as you push your way through it.
And I take it in the corner of the room. They're going down the stairs already. Okay. Is the floor wood and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, it's wood.
Okay. He just reaches up with one great punch and smashes through the floorboards.
Okay, give me a strength check.
All right.
Advantage.
With advantage. Did I lose a d20?
I didn't design what under this room looked
23.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna say that's enough.
He smashes through the floorboards. And
you can see below there's some supports. This room has been added on. It's stone floor down maybe 10 feet below, and it opens up into a much larger room, which I'll describe once you guys are out from under this overhang.
Fine. And I think the hole's only fist sized, but
big fist size.
Big fist size.
So large enough for these guys to drop down there.
He reaches up and in you go. And he kind of scoops. How big? 12 feet, 14 feet? Is that?
We're 10 to 12 feet.
10
I think
12
this is a Val call. How big does he get?
He's large. He's probably about 12 feet tall. And,
okay.
So his fists are sized accordingly. He's about the size of an ogre now.
Okay.
10, 12 feet. And,
So are you guys near me?
Yeah,
I like reach my arm out to not grab you, but for you to grab on.
Okay.
All right.
Just well, how about better yet? I just nod you through to the hole.
Okay. We're back up to Clarion.
I don't want to be the first one through.
Wuss. I go ahead and jump in.
Christine, you jump through the hole. You can see now that at the bottom, this room is much bigger, probably twice the size the room before was. It's 2 stories. The first thing you notice is a huge vat that is on the far side of the room that is used probably for getting collecting a lot of bliss. As well as on the ceiling, you notice that there are like tracks. Have you ever seen a slaughterhouse?
Yeah.
Kind of telegraphs what it is, but like where they hang things and it's tracks like that. So it looks like a very industrialized system for like way more advanced than what was a Deepwood hovel. Yeah. Lots of tubes hanging from the ceiling. It looks like they're able to process up to 4 individuals at a time.
Fuck.
Andale and well, I guess your courage is right, Christine, and hope you feel inspired down there.
Playing through the hole in the ceiling.
Feel inspired.
Lovely. So we're down to Jamie. Oh, the other thing you see are two more guards that are in the room, and you can see on the far side of the room there are some iron bars which lead to a prison cell, like prison bars, and another set of stairs that go up to a room in the back. You can see that the 3, the cooper, the shopkeeper, they're all banging on the door up the stairs. They're like trying to get someone to let them in.
Okay.
We are at Jamie.
I jump in the hole.
Choo! You drop down the hole.
I want to say I do a backflip, but I'm worried that I have to do a check for that. So I jump in the hole.
Okay, great.
No acrobatics checks.
Nope. And I see them, and I start to move towards people trying to bang in the door.
You can see that the guards are kind of between you. Now that you're down the hole, you can see the guards are kind of between you. They're trying to protect them essentially, but they're a little unsure of exactly what's going on. So you're going to move towards them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. They say, "Hey, stop right there!"
Why? What's going on here?
So if you won't, we'll kill you.
But I'm a simple... No, I'm not going to do that one.
But
Let's be real here.
Farmer.
I saw a fist come through the ceiling, and then you 2 jumped through it.
Anyway.
You're going to tell me what's going on right here, or a lot of bad things are going to happen to you and your friends, okay, buddy? And I'm grinning maniacally. Give me
an intimidate.
Oh, I have intimidate. Am I... Do I get the bliss bonus, or...
No.
Oh.
No, you don't have enough bliss.
Okay. Intimidation. 18.
Okay. You see him. One of the guards says, "It's a bliss factory. We're just making bliss. It's nothing new." And then the other one puts his hand over his mouth, and he says, "You shut your hole." And then he punches him in the face.
Does he take some damage?
Yeah, he takes 1 damage.
Okay. It's like, do you realize what bliss is? As my hands start to frost over and my eyes start glowing blue.
Says, "Of course, it's just emotion. It's the emotion that we take from these people." I said, "Shut up!"
I hope he gets knocked out.
Yeah, I hope to prolong this conversation.
He does start to look a little woozy. We're gonna move on down to Vel.
All right.
You guys all can hear this.
Yeah, I'm hearing that exchange, and I'm going to come down the fist hole as well.
Great.
Fist hole.
I know that sounded much worse than I meant it to.
The floor board hole.
Yes.
Right.
All right, so you jump down the fist hole, and you're now at the bottom.
Oh, this doesn't look good. What's going on?
You can see Jamie is fighting a couple of.
Okay.
Or he's talking to.
Yeah, we're in a heated discussion.
Yeah, I'm gonna land, and I'm gonna just make a little bit of fire starts to make in my hand, and I'm gonna delay a fire bolt so that if either of them takes an aggressive action, I'm gonna throw it at them.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Is bliss flammable?
I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I bet we're gonna find out though. Okay, so Vel is delaying. Rasper.
Rasper has been having trouble getting down the hole since he's never quite been this large before. Like at first it was 1 foot in, then it was like pushing the other foot in and realizing it didn't fit, and eventually he jumps up and smashes down on the board next to the hole. Should I roll for that?
Oh god.
No, but Christine and Clarion and
I'm
James.
still up.
Oh, you're still up. Then just Christine and Vel.
I just came
Give
down.
me who just came down because you haven't moved forward. Give me an acrobatics check. To
Oh,
avoid
man.
plummeting Rasper.
Oh, 19.
That's a 4.
Oh,
All right, Vel, you take 2 damage as a couple of splinters. You manage to get out of the way mostly, but a couple of splinters tear through your long shirt.
Careful, Rasper! I'm holding fire.
We are moving on down. You see from now, Clarion's the only one's up, so everyone else you see on the stairs that the people are in. You see the door fly open, and Sylvia comes out, and she says, "What is the meaning of this?"
Is this Sylvia as we know Sylvia,
Yes.
as we've seen Sylvia?
Yes.
Okay.
And she shouts, "What is the meaning of this?"
I am the one who will be asking the questions, Sylvia.
I am the one who knocks.
So she says,
I'm the one who casts knock.
she looks at everyone and says, "Ah!" She recognizes you all and she says, "So, you found me. I knew that it was only a matter of time, but what you have come too late. The process that I've set in motion 2 years ago, it is far beyond your control. Soon, the entire city will be equipped to make Bliss, and the downfall of the entire region will be because of me." And she, like, her face, like, smiles like a way too big of a smile for a
Cheshire
normal
grin.
person. Yeah. Like, maybe you hear a couple bones snap as her face
Do you guys know that was happening?
turns into a smile, and then you can see her hair grows suddenly long and white, and her skin becomes green as it like starts coming out of her mouth, and as her skin turns back to green, and her fingers elongate a little bit, and now she looks like her true form,
Hag.
Whoa.
She's a hag.
a green hag.
Hag. Take the
A green hag.
Yep, a green hag. And she cackles. I've always wanted to do
That's a
that.
good
So we are.
That's the
Good.
cackles.
That was a good
Wow.
That was a good cackle.
We're moving back to the top of the order. You see a couple more guards actually come out of the prison cell. One of them holds the door open for the other, and as the door locks behind them, you can see a couple of prisoners like run up and like stick their faces out of the bars to see exactly what's going on. Next, coming down the line are the 2 thugs. Thug that's
Can I take my ready to action to throw
Yes.
my firebolt at her face?
yes.
How far? I guess it's a 120-foot range, so I can probably hit her.
Yes, you can.
All right. Well, here comes Hag. That's gonna be 16.
No. You can see as you shoot the fireball at her, she makes a counter motion, and the fireball sort of like fizzles as she dodges it.
Uh-oh.
Could we draw this out?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a
I'm,
good
I'm
idea.
just I'm just trying to like wrap my head around the space
I would
and how
love
many guards there are and where everybody is.
That's great.
Who has keys
someone
to
want to
what?
copy this? You can make it any scale. I don't really care. Particularly that big room with the vat in it. Meanwhile, I'll sort of describe what's going on. There's a total of 4 guards in this room currently. 4 guards plus Sylvia, Hag Sylvia. So do the room with all of the vat. There's the big vat, and oh yes, okay. So there's the big vat. There's the line of sort of meat hook things that are going across. There's the stairs that go up. There's a place that goes down. There's you guys, I believe, everyone except for Clarion is up in the room where Rasper jumped down from, and Jamie
Which is
kind of
where?
more towards the middle of the room. It is. Brian's about to probably draw it. That is the prison back there. Though that thing next to the vat are the stairs. She came up. That is the room that Rasper was just in, that now Jamie is in, and that is the front room that you came in.
Okay.
So
Let's
you guys
throw
have...
our guys around here.
Yeah,
Show
let's
them
do it.
many
And I
things.
got some guys too. Here, I'll come around this way.
Yeah, I gotta clear.
Mine is somewhere.
Oh yeah, I think there probably a lot of them are behind you.
There's Sylvia.
Is this you?
There are 2 thugs here.
So we're here.
Mm-hmm. Actually, they're a little bit closer. Because
Sure.
then there
This can be
are
Vel this time.
2 more thugs over here. This one is Vel.
Sure.
So Vel is down here under here.
We got large base for Rasper.
Ooh, I got this ugly boar we can use.
Not to comment on
Great.
Rasper's appeal, but he's an ugly boy.
Wonderful. Okay. Does that clear that up?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh wait, this is not Rasper.
No.
No,
Oh,
Rasper's the boy.
that's the minifig we've
Yeah.
been using.
You're the
Rasper's-
big, hairy, ugly thing.
Can I swap him out?
Yeah, swap that guy out.
And that bear.
Let's swap him out.
Great.
Great.
You're
So
the bear.
we're
Gotcha.
Where are you?
I'm
now
still up, so
Okay.
keep me off the map.
we're at the top of the order with one of the thugs that just came out of the jail cell. They all pull out billy clubs of different makes and models. Thank you. And one of them is gonna rush at Jamie, kind of pushing past the other 2, and he's gonna say, "Don't worry, Sylvia, I'll protect you." And he's gonna come at you pretty hard with his mace. 18, Jamie.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, 7. It's a
Oof.
good hit.
Yes, that's a very good hit.
Tell me what it. I'll tell you what it looks like. He takes his mace and he brings it into the side of your shoulder, and gets a really good blow because you're unarmored. So it like knocks the wind out of you. And he comes at you hard. The 2 thugs that were fighting Jamie are now also gonna pull out their things, and they're gonna move over towards Jamie, and they're each gonna try to get you. 15?
15's a hit.
11 is not, correct?
11 is not.
Okay, great. 4 damage from the other guy. As one of them, you want to tell me how the miss looks, and I'll tell you how the other one looks?
It's basically they're coming at me like
Okay.
they're both kind of swinging laterally. I dodge one, but they're on different levels. So I dodge one, but then one goes over, one hits me in the side.
Okay. Great. Then the last guy, he's going to swing low, and you're not expecting that, and he actually hits you in your shin and hurts you, and you kind of go down to one knee as he knocks one of your legs out from under you. Clarion.
Rasper, catch! And I'd run and jump down through the hole into his arms.
Rasper, do you catch him?
Yeah, sure.
He uses his reaction to.
Yeah, you use your reaction to catch him. And, gently put him down on the ground.
And then,
You can probably still take an action.
yeah. You guys are gonna be in a world of hurt when Rasper gets a hold of you. And I cast Vicious Mockery on the closest thug.
You could probably be singing an old giant song.
Perfect.
Um,
So that requires a wisdom saving throw.
okay. Oh, cutting words. Okay.
This one's Vicious Mockery.
Oh, vicious mockery.
Cancer.
19.
Oh, then he saves. Screw him.
He looks resolved. Which one was it? Was it the
Looks
first
so-
one that hit Jamie?
I just said the closest.
Okay.
It doesn't really, since there's no effect.
He doesn't seem they're not even listening. They're not even paying attention. But Christine.
Great. I'm going to use one of my maneuvers.
Okay.
Maneuvering attack. I'm going to say, Rasper, get Jamie out of there. So use one superiority die. Rasper, you're gonna get +2 if you attack the guys while getting Jamie.
Does he take that action now?
On his turn.
Okay, great.
And then I'm gonna use my action surge to jump down from here and attack this guy.
Great.
Natural 1.
So you're gonna miss, and he's gonna bring up his mace in defense, and he's actually gonna hit the side of your axe, and it's gonna get loose in your hands and like start to spin around, and you almost fumble it as it like twirls in your hands. One of the thugs that came out of they've already gone. So the thug that like was being punched in the face. He's going to kind of back up a little bit because he's still feeling woozy from those hits, and he's going to kind of take a defensive position over by the stairs. We're at Jamie.
I'm on my knee and I'm hurting pretty bad, and I'm hearing these guys talk about how they need to get me out of here. It's like, I'm getting out of here, and I use a bonus action to turn into a bunch of snowflakes and fog, and it kind of just dispels on the ground, and then over in the corner or over on the side behind the guys.
Misty step.
Misty step.
Misty step a bonus action.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And then
I may have done something very bad later.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so you turn into a flurry of snow.
And then I'm gonna say as I reform, I'm gonna cast a mirror image to then turn into
the snow becomes four additional Jamies.
Yes.
I love it. All right. Vel.
Are you all insane? Why are you defending a hag? And then I'm going to throw another firebolt at the hag.
Additional Jamies in. Yeah.
That is going to be 22.
That's going to be a hit.
All right.
She looks like she tries to counter it again, but it's too fast.
Ha! That's going to be 6 damage.
Great.
Ha! Got you that time.
Screams out in pain. Great. And as her flesh sears across her face, but looks like it does just minimal appearance damage. Rasper.
Rasper has picked up a broken floor beam, and through the mist, as Jamie escapes, he is charging towards the two thugs.
Great. So you're going to get Jamie out of there?
Well, Jamie's already out of there.
Great.
But
Okay.
it's kind of like as Jamie poof and fades, he
comes through the
mist with a floor beam.
Lovely.
12.
Oh
wait, I'm proficient. 14.
That's a hit.
Okay, on both or one.
You're making 2 attacks?
I'm holding the floor beam and like kind of just tackling, like running with it toward them.
Okay, you gotta pick one to make an attack action.
Okay, I'll pick the closer one.
Okay, great. So it's gonna hit against him.
Okay. And what should I roll for a floor beam that I'm proficient in?
Do a D8 again. It sounds to be pretty comparable to a table.
Cool.
I'm still giant, so get another D4.
And I get a
Steven,
plus
just remember,
2?
I can
Yes, you
I
get
can
this
keep
plus
this going for a
I get
minute.
plus 2.
His size?
Oh, actually, I should have rolled concentration when he fell on me and I took damage.
9, 10, 11.
I can do that now, I guess.
Plus your strength.
Yeah, do that now. Can
Okay.
you cast other spells while you're concentrating?
I can. I just can only concentrate on one at a time.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, well, that's a 17, so I passed that concentration check.
15
Still
damage.
15 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna go down.
Okay, so I swing and I baseball him through the room, just like a bat. He flies across the.
Oh, he's in. He's out. He's out cold. Lovely. So the hag now is going to jump. She's gonna come down the stairs. She's not gonna jump. She's gonna come down the stairs, and she's actually gonna. Who is the closest? Is it Rasper?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
She's
it is
gonna
Rasper.
she's gonna charge at Rasper, and she's gonna use her huge claws that have come out of her elongated fingers, and she's actually gonna just try to claw you. 22.
Oh yeah.
Okay. She takes her claws and she leaps into the air and tries to get at your face. And she actually manages to put a decent number of claws and deal you 16 damage.
Ooh.
just carving your face up.
Wow.
Taking off the mask.
His Bruce Campbell face.
Yeah, the Bruce Campbell face dissipates a little bit.
The chin doesn't deflect the blow.
No, but perhaps your eyes are still intact because some of the snow was pushed away. We're back up at the top. One of the thugs is going to move. One of the ones that is further back is going to move towards Christine, and is going to try to get you with his mace. Natural 1. Tell me what it looks like.
Okay. He's going to make an attack and it like hits my shoulder and I just stand there and I stare at him. And I'm going to use a maneuver. When I'm missed by a melee attack, I can use 1 superiority dice to retaliate.
Great.
So, let me see if I hit him back. 12.
Yes.
Great. So this plus d12. 8 damage.
He's gonna go down.
Great.
Minions.
That's brilliant.
So you hit him in the side. You look at him, and then you.
Yeah.
Down. We're down to Clarion.
Well, he's got a main thing in front. Oh no, I wanted to make an intelligence check, and I'm feeling pretty lucky about this intelligence check on what do I know about hags.
Okay.
Lucky, great feat. 13.
You know that they're fae.
Okay.
And they are evil.
Man, I wish I had those cold iron
Yeah, what are
daggers.
those cold iron daggers when you need them?
They're fae, they're evil, and they can cast some minor spells. Green hags particularly want to like bring down civilizations, and they can also turn invisible.
Okay.
Get a hold of her, or get a hold of the hag there, Rasper.
Moving on down to Christine.
I'll inspire Rasper as well.
Okay.
Because that was just intelligence.
Oh, that was, excuse me. You're right. You still have a whole move if you want.
I'm fine where I am. Rasper, grab her as quickly as possible before she disappears.
I'm more worried about him clawing his face off at this point.
Christine.
I'm actually going to go over to this gentleman here. I'm going to try and get rid of as many of the additional soldiers as possible.
Okay.
Gotta kill the Mads.
Gotta kill the Mads. 12.
Hit.
Great. 15 damage.
Great. You're in a lethal damage.
Yes.
You're gonna take his head off.
Great.
You just cleanly swing. I think he was the
He was the punchy face guy, so now he has both of his black eyes and his head removed.
and his head is just cut from his body as you carve your axe. Great. Moving on down. We're gonna have the last remaining thug, I believe. No, there's 2 thugs still up.
No, there's not.
There's only one.
Yeah, definitely.
Great. Who's he? Is he the one engaged with Rasper still?
Yes.
Great. He's gonna attack Rasper. 13.
Nope.
Okay. He's gonna miss with his mace. He's gonna come and try to just swing it at you. Just try to hit your center of mass.
He hits and the mace just and nothing. No effect.
Great. Jamie.
Do I know about hags?
Not anything in particular.
Okay.
You might guess that they're fae. But...
Well, I see that this horrible being is. I see that she's like clawing my friend's face off. So I'm just gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast to try and get her off.
Great. I'll try to push her.
Try and push her. Push it real good.
Can one die of Bliss overdose?
I don't know. I guess so. I guess we'll find out.
20.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
All right. That's what I'm gonna do, guys. Like I don't. That is what's my charisma? 7 damage.
7. Great. Okay. And she flies 10 feet back.
Yep.
I take it into the
vat of bliss.
Into the vat of bliss. She falls into the bliss, and as she comes up. She inhales, and we're moving on down to Val.
All right. As soon as I see her fly into the vat of bliss, I'm like, all right, I guess we're going to find out if it's flammable now. And I'm going to...
Yes!
And I'm going to huck a fireball at the vat of bliss.
Great.
Shoots.
A firebolt.
This is four?
Yeah, roll a hit.
That's going to be 13.
Great. All right. Let's see. Above 50%, it's non-flammable. Below 50%, no, I'm just gonna say it's flammable. You shoot your ball of bliss, and it hits the inside. And it's like it hits 2, 3. Bright blue flames shoot out the top, and you can hear her from inside go, "No!" You can see she like tries to like climb up out of the side as like all of her flesh is burning away, and her skeleton is dissolving and turning back into the fairy dust that she's made out of as it like goes up. But the place is quickly going up in flames.
Okay.
I also spend combat.
Great. I'm gonna grab the keys from the guard and get all the prisoners out.
Great. You open it up and they look and present. You can see on the inside of the jail that there's a big thing to step up so they can attach them like by shackles to the things that move them around.
Yeah.
And they say, "Thank you so much. They were going to turn us into more of that stuff."
Man, do you know if there are anyone else here?
No, just the people who are here.
Okay.
Everyone else has been incinerated in the incinerator at the end of the line.
Okay, get out. It's gonna go up.
Oh, let's go.
Then I'm gonna run into Sylvia's office to try and collect as much information.
Pretty much as she's doing that, I've already run for Sylvia's office because I need to know why there's a hag here. So I'm
Great.
going to start going through her things as fast as I can.
You start going through her things. You see some pieces of paper. She doesn't leave a huge record of why she was there, but she has a small pot for brewing, as well as some material components for making potions.
I'm grabbing as much of those as I can and stuffing them into my pockets.
You can see an outline, which is a 2-year plan for her life's goals, which are infiltrate the political system and convince them that bliss is a good thing. But it is a 2-year plan, which is still now. So it looks like maybe she's a little behind. Like maybe she thought she was the mastermind, but she wasn't. Yeah, that's some stuff. You also find a small wooden box with, and if you open it up, there's a set of gold bracelets, brass bracelets. Excuse me, like two brass bracelets that are on there.
They also get dumped in pockets.
Great. You dump them. You take them out of the box and just dump them.
And then I put the box in another pocket.
Okay. Wonderful. The place is on fire. There is a door in the back of this room.
Great. I kick it in.
It's a heavy iron door, but you kick it open and it opens up without much resistance.
Great.
And you can leave out the back way. Or is everyone else leaving out the
we're
back
all
way?
looking at it.
Great.
I make sure that all the prisoners get out before I leave.
They did. They got out. The place is on fire. Smoke is burning. There's a crowd of people that have started to gather.
How long does this giant spell last?
It should be just about wearing off. It lasts about a minute.
Okay.
So it should probably towards the end of that.
So
fight. In fact, I could just say I drop my concentration once the hag goes up.
Gotcha. So as the place is engulfed in flames, I guess Rasper will be the last one out since he's having trouble getting out the door. Just in time for him to shrink. Okay. His large cuts from the hag become small cuts. And he runs out with the rest.
And then I motion that we all walk away from the burning building without looking at it so that we look really cool.
We're going to end on that image of like the party just like walking slowly with like the prisoners cowering behind them. And
the explosion behind us.
Yeah, giant place. Yeah, as not only the vat goes up, but every single one of those bottles on the inside.
Oh my gosh.
Explodes.
Fireworks are going off in the back.
Yeah. Blues and greens as the different colors of the bliss go up in flames. People are kind of like, oh, there's like mass panic as everyone is running around, desperately trying to prevent the fire from spreading to other parts of the building. We're going to end on that image. Questions, comments, concerns.
I was really
Bruce Campbell is the guy in Evil Dead. How do you not? Ah, that was so painful.
Oh, I know who Bruce Campbell is.
I don't.
Pamela didn't know who Bruce
I
Campbell
still don't
is.
know who he is. Sorry.
We need to.
I'm not good with celebrities.
All right. Well, you're gonna need to come for some re-education
Celebrity.
a little bit here.
Yeah, the most famous of B actors.
I started that session like not really attached to what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really kind of it kind of started slow for me, but
Yeah.
it really picked up.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I
Once
was
we
glad,
got in there,
I was glad that what I thought was going to become a kind of just an investigative, let's go do this real quick and then go off to what else we were doing actually turned into like, there's actually a lot more to this than what's going on. So
I was definitely gonna ask about like the Bliss problem with the Madame, and I was like, I want to talk about the Bliss problem, and that's probably it. So I was really glad that now we've actually
I'm so glad.
multi-part. There's depth to why we
Yes,
need to do this.
I have a master plan now, so your stories are gonna start.
Yeah.
It's gonna feel, I think, a little bit more natural as they start to intertwine.
Something that I liked is this was a very Rasper kind of took charge, and he was kind of leading everything, and I got to kind of take a back seat and just be like, yeah, go for it. This is your fight. This is your struggles.
Yeah.
I'm here to help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been the Christine show for a while.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's kind of nice to not be like, I have to now do everything and lead everyone. It's like I can kind of take a step back. And
We had some
Gotcha.
great team ups this time around. Lots of. I am in love with enlarged person. That was.
Oh my god! Oh no! This spell is better than just that.
That was
It's enlarge/reduce.
Oh,
They made it one. Oh, that's so
That's
great.
So I can grow things a size or shrink. And if I shrink something, it gets minus D4 and disadvantage on strength checks.
wow.
I'm so glad
And I can shrink objects too.
The lock thing was the coolest thing ever, and the large thing. I didn't see either of those coming at all because I'm not familiar with the spells.
Yeah, I used 2 of my new spells today.
Yeah,
That was
you
fun.
did.
Misty Step, new spells, and
Vicious
Lucky
Mockery and Lucky Feet.
and the Lucky Feet.
Yep.
I got a lot of new stuff in.
well, you have to use your Tavern Brawler.
Tavern Brawler
hit
was
some
really
of the-
fitting because I was thinking I was picturing my Rasper's body getting bigger and probably his clothing growing with it.
Everything that you're wearing or holding grows with you. With
Oh,
the
does
spell.
it? Okay. Because I was picturing the weapons and pack items that aren't immediately on my body were maintaining their.
It's sort of up to you narratively, but it does say anything that you have on your person grows with you.
Huh.
So
Well, I was absolutely I love the synergy of the Tavern Brawler feat and the enlarged person.
it works so
Enlarged
well.
It works
person
so well.
spell.
Because I was picturing regular the weapons that were on me being then really tiny.
You know what? Let's just keep that
I
because
think
that's a lot
that's
of
great.
fun.
That is a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
It kind of makes you use your Tavern Brawler feat more.
Right.
If that happens.
I think it would work for others too. Even if you got small, your weapon would then be huge. So it'd force you to go down a weapon, to your daggers and stuff, would then be swords.
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's the spell is worded specifically to prevent that kind of thing. But if we decide that it's more fun to do that, then I mean, whatever. I'm not going to try and power game it.
Well,
or
I think we
anything.
should do it on a case by case basis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Next time, we'll have to jump into a little bit of stuff. But this was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Threshold. Share us around with your friends who you think might like some D&D 5th edition. See how it's played. Be sure to comment, tell us what you think, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.